Platinum cufflinks on my sleeve. Is it real or make-believe? On your mind I grip and hold and demonstrate my mind control. Come in my establishment, but don't leave without my 10%.
Come on with it now.
Mind manipulation through crowd participation. And with no hesitation, you just join the congregation.
Come on with it.
Regardless of your prior obligations, you would gladly drop off your donation to my financial strangulation. Wrong information in my long presentation. I paint pictures of salvation with your imagination. So you look to me for motivation. Share your trials and tribulations and unrealistic expectations, but I split you up in denominations. Just like camps of concentrations, I spook you with abominations and verbal diarrhea laced with mental constipation.
Come on, speak up.
Brainwashing the nation is my occupation. I'm so intriguing yet so misleading. Y'all didn't hear me. I said I'm so intriguing yet so misleading. I'm government funded. I'm so redundant. Y'all didn't hear me. I said I'm government funded. I'm so redundant. I repeat the line to just eat up time. Eyes wide shut while I rob you blind. But you can't knock the hustle cause I'm on the grind. I waste your whole damn Sunday so cocky and blatantly. But you don't know any better, so you just sit there patiently as I play hopscotch through the Bible. My information is unreliable. My childish shenanigans insult your intelligence, and you're so brainwashed even the truth is irrelevant. And while you're trying to figure out what would Jesus do, bitch, I got your route number and your W2. I got my hand up your ass, wrist deep like a muppet. I got complete control, just like strings on a puppet. You a bipolar holy roller. You went from super freak to Jesus freak in just a week. You sit on the front row and watch me speak. Spread your legs and hope I peak. Your self-esteem is extremely low. If I'm the pimp, then, well, you know. So boogie woogie shake and disco while I rub your head with Crisco. I got Holy Ghost. I got Holy Goblins. You trying to catch them by screaming and slobbing. If God is the Batman, then I'll be robbing.
Whoa.
I'll be robbing y'all ass without a gun. I'm the human God and Satan combined as one. I'm your human God, Allah or Buddha. So smooth I can rob your ass without my ruler, while my deacons guard the door like stormtroopers. Y'all, this hooping and hollering kind of got me hoarse. Dressed in black like Darth Vader, and I use the Force. Mind control 101 is my favorite course. So just give me the money. Will a man rob God? Just give me the money. It's a small pledge. I'm asking nice. Bitch, this shit I ain't asking twice. I'm a cold-blooded pimp, just ask your wife. I'm sharp as a knife. I'm flashing my ice. I'm selling tickets to see Jesus like the Passion of Christ.
Come on, bro.
Or a preacher, which is which. We both got platinum crucifix. I'm a chaperone for the full grown. I'm cracking your backbone with fire and brimstone. I make you feel so gifted with these satanic scriptures. Bitch, give me that money else God gonna get you. But the only thing changed is the church getting richer. 10% is all I ask. Bitch, I'm almost out of here.
High school graduate whose high school sweetheart gradually made his way out of high school after the 10th grade. Her mother would say, how can you walk around the mall holding hands with a man who ain't got enough respect for self to pull up his pants? But she loved him anyway. She was on her way to the Air Force when life forced her course in another direction. You see, she ended up getting pregnant. And then she got pregnant again. 2 sons whose father fathered children with multiple women during their breaks. But she wanted to keep her family together, so she weathered the storm, whether it be verbal or physical abuse. She just got used to it. One day she got a text message and read it in another room. He assumed she was talking to another man. Gun in hand, he shot 3 times in the bathroom wall. The rest of the shots were clicks. He had ran out of bullets. So he kicked in the bathroom door and she jumped out the window, 2nd floor, never to return. She called it her greatest lesson learned. And the event so traumatic and she's so damaged from what had happened, she don't even want a man no more. She'll just settle for a woman that looks like one. And then you got the sister that got her shit together. You know, she's a God-fearing, college-educated, patiently waiting, established lady with good credit, hair, nails, and feet pretty. She got her blocks ready to build. Problem is, she keep running into brothers that just want to beat. You know the type. Be in the streets, be disrespectful, club every week, be at a house sucking up air, but living for free, be lazy, be complacent, no ambition, be with other women, drunk, high off dope, low down, and down low. I know. And a feminist would argue that these are not her only issues, and to that end, I completely agree. Because statistically, sister, every time you walk out your front door, you got to remember 3 facts. You live in America, you are a woman, and you're black. So with that, you'll be 3 times more likely to catch HIV, but 3 times less likely to get married. Come on, follow me. You'll be 8 times more likely to have a baby out of wedlock and 10 times more likely to raise that baby yourself. Now, let's talk about the distribution of wealth. Because for every dollar made in these states, a white man gonna make 86 cents, but you'll only get 66. Your presence is absent in CEO boardrooms and in politics. You are number 2.
I am nothing. I am nobody created by somebody who is everything. I'm just a vessel. Very charismatic, spiritually transparent, a holy tool only used to make God's presence apparent. At the same time, I'm not perfect. I sit back in every poem and admit that. I make mistakes. But until I realize that it's not what you get or what you gain, but it's who you are and what you maintain, that's when things begin to change. You know how it is, we begin to change, people begin to look at you different, call you weird. Well, I say that I am weird. I am a weirdo. When everybody else in class said they want to be doctors and lawyers, I said I want to be a hero. I had one of the white teachers, so she was like, what do you mean, like Batman, like Spider-Man? I was like, no, more like a black man who can inspire me. Because see, I had a dream that was similar to Dr. King with the intensity of Malcolm X and carried out by any means. Because see, I've never been a person to think anything was impossible. Because even in that word itself, it states, I'm possible. See, I never wanted to live the type of life where it's just live, work, die, but in this world, I want to live a lasting legacy for those who are ahead of me. But I knew my problem. I kept irrelevantly stepping outside of my element unpleasantly to please the thoughts of those that shouldn't even be entertained, but yet I was intertwined in these irrational fantasies that me, myself, I can't even stand to see. Like I bought this chain. But I had to stop wearing this chain because when I wore this chain, I felt like I changed. Because even though I put it around my neck, sometimes I feel like it was around my wrist and I was bound by this and I found out this had some type of hold on me. Or some type of control on me. Telling me to touch this and touch that and want this and want that, and I was thinking change, change, change. Change the only thing that holds your life in vain. Like maybe you used to lie, but now you're a liar. Maybe you used to have pride, but now you're prideful. Maybe you used to lust, but now your lusting is something like a disgusting fire, uncontrollable desire that only inspires to pull us low when we want to grow and become higher. Change. And when this chain ain't around my hand, sometimes I feel like this chain is around my brain and the enemy gets into me and I simply try to cloud out things, but I know I'm not perfect. At the same time, I ain't proud about things. You say what you want, but we all have change. You say what you want, but we all need change. Say what you want, but we all need rain.
Pages up, no cold shoulder, so don't sweat her. I couldn't wait again for a pen, so this phone had to do. My numbers weren't popping up, but these are my questions for you. Why was I 1 out of 3 black kids in my whole pre-K school, and we was like little Celeb from BHM came around. You know, little Rosa Parks who shine from the back, but I got louder and louder. Past hurts and emotions bruised me for them dirty backs in the showers, and I couldn't stand the other color. Cause they color me dark, and why did they lie on me? And we played at the same park. Belief went in the system, but my folks had me covered. I unlocked rapping on them lockers. I became the hallway combination numbers. And why did we pray on the weak and the broken hearted? Then we pray to get stronger before church even started. And why try to follow my way when his path is longer? Shortcuts and cigarette butts turn laughter into loud silence. So as I speak through this mic, I hope you hear my message. That while reading the Bible at the slave house, the warehouse, answered a few of these questions. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the days into the marching parades. But see, I realize there's still work to be done.
And even our real names are nicknames that don't reflect from which we came. We are bilingual. We speak English and we speak bang bang. So every shot that rang is a sign of endearment and an expression of pain. And though we ought to be ashamed, shame don't come round here. Only blame come round here. We got so much heart round here. Our hearts beat black drums when blue and white beat black boys round here. Round here you can hear echoes from the ghettos as the streets remain hollow from the absence of fathers, but no words though. Media replaces our fathers with Chief Keef and Soldier Boy. Yes, the world is on your shoulders, boy, and you bet not drop it. Round here, we was taught that our Savior has blue eyes and our roots started with slavery, and you expect us to be kings round here. Drug dealers are our only visible heroes round here. We can live, have our music loud and not die round here, Jordan Davis. We can wear our hoodies, eat our Skittles and not die round here, Trayvon Martin. You take away our history, you take away our souls, you take away our food, you take away our fathers, and what we gonna do? We gonna celebrate over soul food round here. You see, we improvise round here. We emperors round here. Black buying power will soon be $1.1 trillion. And just imagine if we invested that round here. It will go back to ancient Africa round here. We wouldn't feel the need to kill to survive round here. If we stop trying to fit into the America's dream, it will become America's nightmare round here. Round here. It seems like niggas are the only ones that come with nicknames. And even our real names are nicknames that don't reflect from which we came. We are bilingual. We speak English and we speak bang bang. So before you pass blame, I dare for you to come
nothings, to be confused with some things. No more soft whispers in the ear to make you feel this more than just a one-night thing. We get straight to the fucking. Whatever happened to romance, often confused with the dinner before the one-night stand, but you're still gonna leave and never call us again. Got us women tripping, looking like it's missing communication. Funny how things get lost in translation. Simple text now need translations. Let's hang out equals let's fuck. Let's chill equals let's fuck. What are you doing tonight? If you're not too busy, can I fuck you? Conversation feels screwed. All we talk about is getting screwed. No longer ask our thoughts and opinions because they don't mean shit to you, but somehow you still fix your mouth to ask us, baby, what that mouth do? I don't know about the rest of y'all women, but my mouth ain't do a shit but spin truth to you. Got a full-grown woman want to suck my word, ride my nails, let her suck my verbs. How about you learn how to ride on a book and suck on some education? The disrespect gets ignored because it took a song to teach y'all it's okay to have a crooked smile. Must be stuck on stupid, too busy sucking on stupid, bragging because your head game is the dumbest. Y'all ain't hearing me, I'm just being honest. Fellas, learn to appreciate her for her brain and not how well she gives it. And ladies, next time he asks you for your number, ask yourself, is he looking at your eyes or your ass? And I guess 2 minutes has passed because I just undressed all of y'all to see bearskin bruised with shallowness and selfishness, and I hope that you felt every second of it.
He was feeling light. If I asked him a question, he was quick to shed light. I asked him about women, he said find one like his wife. He told me she was one of a kind, but if I get closer, I'll be all right. I asked him about religion. He talked about Jesus' love. I'm missing him so much, but I know he's smiling from above. He told me to turn to the word for wisdom if I ever lose my way. Times are hard right now, but I look forward to better days. I asked him about being a father. He just said be there. No such thing as a perfect parent, just make sure they know you care. I asked him about life, and he told me I should always do my best. Be concerned with the people I love, be quick to forgive the rest. Pops, you're a role model who always spoke from your heart. Whenever you open your mouth, it will just say something smart. You always rested in my heart, now as you rest in peace. Now that you're gone, I'm just trying to be strong because our love for you will never cease. I think too many times we make the mistake of letting petty or insignificant things keep us away from the people we love. Whether it's family, friends, spouses, significant others. No one here knows the time nor the hours. So while they're alive, let's give them their flowers. See, I really thought we had forever. It seems like the only time we get together is when it's time to ride behind the hearse. That's how our life goes, as our life flows. Lord
Is it you? You see, I'm listening, but I'm not sure. I'm uncertain. I want to believe that it's you, but there's so many thoughts and emotions going on in one place. But God, if it is you, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking one breath and giving my body soul, for making every limb and knowing every step I take. I thank you. You see, you knew me before the word bio even existed, so I guess I don't even have to write one. I get up every Sunday morning faithfully just to hear your wonderful book of poetry, B-I-B-L-E, basic instructions before leaving earth, and I love it, and I thank you for your instructions that give me directions to teach me a lesson that will lead me to perfection. Even though some go a whole week without telling you thank you, you still give them a chance to redeem themselves. And I hope that this 1 minute and 40 seconds will stick in their brain and they'll realize the pain that they're causing you and themselves, because if it wasn't for the invisible, you wouldn't be visible. Thank you.
In close proximity in case of emergencies. See, I was his respirator. I helped him to breathe. I watched him as he inhaled and exhaled, fighting the constant inward struggle of understanding and for his life. I was his dahlia. I helped him to relax. You see,
It's amazing that after only 400 years of slaving, we somehow forgot that we were made men. We accept sketches as realities, as if those Egyptian walls did not require engraving. Psychologically stuck, gone amok. What is up? If you choose to be led, you might as well dig your grave in. Put yourself in your coffin and close the door, because mentally you have been washed ashore. I'm a God, I know exactly what I came here for. There is no facade, the truth will no longer be ignored. I just find it odd that we can't seem to find what we shouldn't have to look for. And that's ourselves in history, or better yet, his story, which somehow dates back only 6,000 years. And to me, this shit is utterly confusing. We've been hoodwinked, bamboozled. Most of you won't hear what the fuck I'm saying, because most of our story cannot be Googled. But let the writers of history tell it that we're just being conservative or frugal. And if you still believe that shit, then you were and are still bamboozled. Denying your own godhood, you must live with your refusal. But as for me, I can't ignore myself. Therefore, more juice than Zeus ever had. I'll root the roots and say fuck roots and the civil rights movement. And with that said, you may say that I'm devil sent, but the gleam from my solar plexus lets me know that I am benevolent. And with all the handprints on the walls of Egypt, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Ghana, South Pacific Asia, South America, Central America, and North America, to you too it should be evidence that to portray or label us as inferior is nonsense. They created the problem and the solution. We allowed them to turn right back around.
Feeling good about doing it. So, about last night. He was sitting bedside, asking questions like, where were you? Who were you with? What were you doing? And in an even louder tone, he looked at me and said, I know you're not still tired. You walked in the door, fell out on the floor, barked at me and went to sleep. Side eyes and knowing the Lord could help me keep my composure, I lifted my head from the pillow in the bed I guess he laid me in, only to see him walking out the door. He was pissed. I was mad too. He was pissed. I was mad too. I looked at him and I was just like, that's cool, do you, but I didn't mean it. I wanted to be in a happy place, so I filled my mind with thoughts of how he stole my heart, or did I give it to him? I knew there was a fight involved, but we were both winning. He'd always been the type of man to take me by the hand and lead me into every venue as if I were the buyer. He kicked down the door of my heart, stepped over the threshold, and found that one particular look that sold him on my place. So I needed him to see what I see, feel what I feel, moments to consider himself.
I sold everything that couldn't fit in the back of my Buick, put the books in there too, and got to it on the road, pursuing this poetry passion. My stepmother's sister-in-law said to my father, Don't worry about your son when he's out on the road. He's one of those creative types. Much different from us goal-oriented folk. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Being creative or talented has nothing to do with my ambition. I went missing from my 9 to 5 to buy my time with true passion. In fact, I try that 9 to 5 for a 9 to 9, 24/7. I don't wake up to work. You have to be asleep first. I don't sleep sleeping. It's for dreamers, not a dreamer, dream doer, mountain mover, faith harboring, God honoring, on his back not wandering, aimless like rollers, gondolin, riding through the arches of Venice. The work is tremendous. Woo! You really tell you? The artist authentic, my heart is authentic, my God is the limits. I'm working to finish my purpose like the punctuation at the end of this sentence. What? Period. That's a metaphor for I won't stop until I stop breathing. We call it artwork for a reason. I got my fork in my knife, I'm just eating. No, seriously. Does anybody know CPR? Is there a doctor in the house? Somebody revived this poem and stopped breathing. I killed it. Game over. Enough of the score keep and I'm leaving. The critics to criticize. That's ill-advised. I epitomize the illest vibe. They say, oh, that's a bad boy, but I do it for God. So the flow is never vilified. And I know I shouldn't be rude and say, how do those haters insist to aching my wings? Yes, still I fly. I'm an eagle in no disguise. I know those skies. When my faith found the floor, my Lord lifted me up like my bones were built to climb. The struggle and success coincide. If you can't keep up, then just go inside. It doesn't matter if you're FBI, ATF, or even TNT. You will never blow my high. This is gourmet, bro. You're looking like deep fried.
She knows